everybody! We're doing another video. It's been so long. It's since doing the actual video. My last couple of videos blew up on Fritz's Funporium. By the way, for future reference, I randomly discovered that. I was trying to buy a puppet from the puppeteer who worked on that movie, and R.I.P. God rest his soul. I was trying to buy a puppet. I got scammed heavily, but I figured out that the puppeteer who worked on that movie worked on, not movie. It was like a show or something. It was on Kickstarter, but it was real cool. And so in the befitting blah 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 of whatever's going on with whatever. Just cut to the chase. I forgot to pause the TV. Hold on. Alrighty, good. So we are doing Fritz's Funporium. This puppet hasn't been fully finished yet, so yeah. But we are doing Fritz's Funporium. This is mainly a video just talking about it. So this is part of the intro segment, because I'm probably not going to do this for the whole video. That's just probably how that's going to work. Okay? But enjoy the rest of the video. Also, special announcement at the end of this video. Alrighty, let's get into it. Fritz's Funporium. It has its own Kickstarter, and that's about it, unfortunately. But let's find out what this show could have been if it didn't go up in flames. But first, let's talk about how I discovered Fritz's. It all started on September 1st. I went on eBay to buy a puppet because I'm doing a little project that is supposed to be a surprise. But the cat's sort of out of the bag now, so I might as well just tell you. I'm trying to start my own puppet show. So I went to buy a puppet off on eBay, right? And the dude who made the puppet was a pretty accomplished guy, Perrier. Glinton. I can't pronounce his name right. But he is a pretty accomplished guy. R.I.P. He died in 2014. But I was trying to buy one of his puppets and I got scammed. Like $200 worth scammed. So yeah, it pretty much sucked. But researching the artist who made the puppet is how I came across Fritz's Funporium. In my opinion, it is like The Office meets the Muppets, but not like... It's more adult than that, so I don't know how to describe it. It's like an adult sitcom of Sesame Street, or at least that's the vibe I got from it, and I thought that was a pretty cool vibe. So, let's just cover it. What is Fritz's Funporium? Okay, let's meet the characters. We have Angel, Fritz, Gracie, Trip, Butler, Pat, and the rest of the crew. Background characters include Mr. and Mrs. Buns, the children, aka Small Fry, Goosette, Nick Ham Sandwich, Enrique and Trip, Sally Rosen, hey, she kind of looks familiar. And then there might be a couple I'm missing, but for the most part, that is all the puppets. So, based on their Kickstarter, this is what the show is about. What happens on the set of an educational show once the cameras stop rolling. And based on some of the comedy, it kind of just reminds me of like Sesame Street, kinda. Like, have you ever seen those one clips where it's just like the Sesame Street and like the celebrity guests just fucking around?
And even louder.
And then you're gonna shush me, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna shush you, yeah.
Count. In 5, 4, 3, 2.
So that's it. Shh. The grump needs. Shit. Sorry. He said a bad word. $5. $5.
You're gonna be a rich muppet at the end of this day.
5.
That's what this kind of reminds me of, but as like a whole televised show. You know what I mean? But the fun doesn't stop there. Let's see what their goals on the Kickstarter were. Goal that was met was $30,000, which, oh my god, that's a lot of money. Was for a short version of the pilot to be released, which I think was the Stop Procrastination video. Blooper reel, greeting cards, and concept art by Ed Baker for $35,000. $45,000, which is the commentary track for the pilot, with the puppets as like the commentary thing. So like Family Guy, direct commentary like Seth MacFarlane, stuff like that, you know what I mean? We'll release pinups of a digital photo book of our puppets and crew to all of our supporters. Our director has sexy legs. Seriously, we use them as in the stripper pole in the pilot. That's kind of funny. I didn't know that till just now. And finally, $60,000. We'll release cast interviews of the puppets, the pilot, and some other goodies. And who knows, maybe they would make a second episode. Unfortunately, that is where the story ends for them, because the last time the Kickstarter was updated was in 2014, whenever Perrier died. R.I.P. And I can't reiterate this enough. I'm not trying to make a joke out of it. Please go send flowers to the family. It would mean a lot to me if you did that, because this man works so hard and is not getting enough respect that he deserves. Back to Fritz's Funporium. They have a Twitter with a bunch of wacky posts and even more behind the scenes stuff that I didn't even get into because of how deep rooted this thing is. But again, it doesn't get enough recognition as is. And I don't think you can back it up any further, because I think it's literally not going to happen. So this was the show that everyone missed out on. And I'm just pointing it out for everybody, because I found it was a funny show. And I'm hoping that people who watch this video also find out that it's a funny show. And speaking of shows, here comes the special announcement.
Eye-catching, isn't it?